I'm particularly excited to get into Arrival because it's kind of giving me Close Encounters of the Third Kind vibes. I read at a linguistic, words are easy today. A linguistic is brought on to try to help figure out how in the world to communicate with what I assume is some kind of alien who has recently arrived. And yeah, I'm really, really excited to experience Arrival for the very first time. Ooh. Oh, the somber music right away is making me feel really optimistic that this movie is going to be exactly what I want it to be.
I used to think this was the beginning of your story.
Who's she talking to?
Memory is a strange thing.
Memory is a
strange
thing.
We're so bound by time.
Oh, she's talking to her son. Maybe that was a bad assumption. It could be a daughter.
Come back to me.
Come back.
Pick him up.
This is so fun. Yeah, there's like a weighty sadness to it. No, what happened?
And this was the end.
No. It's so sad.
Come back to me.
Absolutely no parent should have to suffer the loss of a child. It's heartbreaking. Truly, truly heartbreaking. And my heart goes out to anyone who has lost a child.
No, I'm not so sure I believe in beginnings and endings.
Oh.
There are days that define your story beyond your life, like the day they arrived.
Okay. Fascinating. Opening monologue was fascinating.
Sorry?
Where language was seen as an expression of art.
There's so few kids, and yet their phones are
Any news you want to share?
all over the place.
Mr. Banks, can you turn the TV to a news channel?
Oh, that's probably why this is a pretty significant moment, because it's the day they arrived.
I'm learning that more objects like this have landed at as many as 8
Oh.
other locations around the world. Yes,
Wow.
can we?
Very somber and ominous start to this movie. It's a very atmospheric film so far, and I am enjoying that part of it.
If this is some sort of peaceful first contact, why send 12? Why not
That's a
just
good
one?
question.
Measure at least 1,500 feet tall.
2 are reported to
Wow.
have penetrated Russian air
1,500
above the
feet?
ocean. So far, there
Whoa.
are 12 unidentified
Oh, cool.
objects spread across the globe. There is no obvious logic to their locations.
It may be unmanned. Regardless, we have a protocol.
It's definitely not manned in the sense of man as we know it.
I have something I need you to translate for me.
Well, it doesn't sound like words. Oh, that was English. I can do that one.
I can tell you that it's impossible to translate from an audio file. I would need to be there to interact with them.
I know what you're doing.
Tell me what I'm doing.
I'm not taking you to Montana.
I'm just telling you what it would take to do this job.
This is not a negotiation. If I leave here, your chance is gone.
I don't think she's trying to. She's not Lois Lane. That's all I'm saying. She's not looking for an exclusive.
Before you commit to him, ask him the Sanskrit word for war and its translation.
Is that her way of saying, like, he won't know. You're going to come back to me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. Whoa. Was that an alien? Or no, that's a helicopter with a bright light. They pulled a fast one.
He says it means an argument. What do you say it means?
A desire for more cows.
Pack your bags.
Is he like, I'm reading your book. It's quite good.
Language is the foundation of civilization. It is the glue that holds the people together. It is the first weapon drawn in a conflict. You wrote it.
It's the kind of thing you write
Nice.
as a preface.
I mean, communication is cornerstone for all things.
Starting with a series of just handshake binary sequences.
How about we just talk to them before we start throwing math problems at them?
Yeah. Let's start with hello.
I'll bring the coffee. Coffee with some aliens.
Coffee with some aliens. That could have been an alternative name for the movie. Whoa. It's a mysterious giant Easter egg. Sorry, this sounds just so interesting. I want to try to mimic them. That is a really cool, like, pop-up military installation.
When's the last time you did something stressful?
Does now count?
Yeah. Now.
Just saying.
Remember, we need answers as soon as possible. What do they want? Where are they from? Why they're here? This is the priority. Yeah.
Those are the things I'd want to know.
It's a 15-minute one.
It's fantastic. It's like it's already time. Just get thrown in the deep end.
Am I the only one having trouble saying aliens?
There's a wall, like a glass wall. You can't get to them. You'll see
It's like
soon enough.
visiting
Hurry up.
the zoo. Are they the zoo animals or are we? And it's just hovering. It technically hasn't even landed. It's hovering.
Copy, Condor. Beginning our ascent now.
Oh, that's kind of terrifying. It could crush you if it wanted. It is a long, just like a long tunnel. How do they get up the rest of the way? What?
Yeah, that just happened.
Thank you for answering my unspoken questions.
I'm proceeding first with Captain Marks, over.
Oh, dude. So strange. I mean, look, it's a credit to this movie that, I mean, this is like an insane thing that's happening, but it just looks very real and very natural. It doesn't even look or feel like a special effect that they're doing. It's just happening, and I believe it. So, kudos to the filmmakers.
Team is in position. We're on the move.
The camera angle here is very effective as well, just to make it feel unnatural. See, what an interesting choice to have the camera upside down. And here, this like high angle looking down. It's just like a subtle reminder. They're not standing at the angle they're supposed to be. Tweet, tweet. Why did they bring a bird? It's very strange.
What happens now?
They arrive.
Well, what? It's almost weird. That's like a mix between a squid-like creature or a bony hand.
You can start.
It's not quite as simple as just start, is it? If you don't start, you can't finish. That's a rule of life.
You got any new intel?
Yeah, we've been playing back some of their sounds. We have nothing.
All right, Louise Banks. It's all up to you. Australia's no help, unfortunately.
T-minus 9 minutes to shell access. What's that for?
A visual aid. They might have some sort of written language or basis for visual communication.
Okay.
Good thought.
Let's get started.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Human.
Oh, the bird is probably there to, like a canary in the coal mine situation. Like if it dies, you gotta get out of there. Maybe. Whoa. Oh, it's like ink. Some kind of symbol.
I don't want to take away from your success in there. Dr. Banks, is this really the right approach? Trying to teach him how to speak and read?
The approach that gets some results is better than the approach that gets no results. So...
One of the sailors pointed at the animals that hop around and put their babies in their pouch, and he asked what they were, and the Aborigine said, kangaroo. It wasn't until later that they learned that kangaroo means I don't understand, so.
Is that true? That's crazy. I didn't know that story.
It's not true.
Ah!
But it proves my point.
That's funny. I have to unlearn what I learned real quick. Great. What do these symbols mean?
These are all grade school words. Eat, walk.
We need to have enough vocabulary with them that we understand their answer.
Right.
I get it.
It's complicated. That's the main idea. I'm glad that even though he's skeptical, a little bit resistant, that he's not... He's supporting. He's going along with it. He's not trying to shut her down. Louise. That's her. Her. I'm Chris. She's Louise. Ooh, risky.
Dr. Banks?
Dr. Banks. She okay?
I love that she's taking this risk.
They need to see me.
Okay. Oh, gnarly. It's like they don't have a top half. Okay. Yeah, I jumped a little. Wow. Kind of gross.
Louise.
Screw it.
All right, Renner's in, or I'm sorry, Ian's in.
Ian.
Louise. You. Who are you?
So what are we gonna call them?
Right. I don't know. How do you say that phonetically?
I was thinking Abbott and Costello.
Who's on first? Exactly. That's funny.
Proceed directly ahead to decontamination tent.
Proceed to decontamination. Yeah. I mean, we don't know that there's anything particularly dangerous, but we're a step closer to knowing, I guess, because of Luis's bold move and Ian's willingness to follow.
I know.
Flashback memories. Yeah, I'm curious to see how this plays out and changes her understanding of beginnings and endings and memory and time. The monster.
Honey, it's not gonna happen.
Just don't watch War of the Worlds while you're... Oh man, I bet it's #1 on streaming right now. Interesting how her mind... where it's choosing to wander. Maybe she's making some interesting connections.
The first breakthrough was to discover that there's no correlation between what a heptapod says and what a heptapod writes. Their written language has no forward or backward direction. Linguists call this nonlinear orthography, which raises the question, is this how they think? I watch you steer us around these communication traps that I didn't even know existed. I guess that's why I'm single.
Trust me, you can understand communication and still end up single.
A lot of truth.
I'm glad I got you.
That was startling. What happened? What happened in Venezuela?
First photograph of the aliens goes
Oh
viral.
no. Who leaked that?
800,000 march on Washington to protest the government's handling of the crisis. All this and
Well,
more special coverage.
What do they want them to do? Provoke war with the alien species? That's like the dumbest thing we could do. We would be inviting destruction. And I could be wrong, but we don't want to have a shot heard around the world incident with a species far more complex and powerful than ourselves.
What's this word?
Flashback. Sometimes you can't block out the memories. They just invade. Or maybe there's more to it. Maybe it's something that the aliens are doing to her.
We had to make up our own TV show. The show was called Mommy and Daddy Talk to Animals.
Aw. So it's the wild thornberries.
No, it's lovely.
Kind of. Mixed up wild thornberries.
You know it's okay to be sad that your dad and I...
I'm not.
Oh. I didn't even think about that.
We both love you very much.
When was your last checkup with Dr. Kettler?
I'm okay.
Yeah, I don't know that you need to go to the doctor because your memories are getting stirred up.
I'm curious, are you dreaming in their language?
I mean, I've had a few dreams, but I don't think that that makes me unfit to do this job.
Is she having a wild dream right now? I don't think it would make her unfit to do the job either.
General Shang.
Ah, all right.
Pull it up.
He's saying that each of the 12 is offering advanced technology.
Okay.
An hour ago, China mobilized forces, and now Russia's following suit. Shang's about to start something.
I know if they're offering us advanced technology, I don't want China and Russia to be the ones who get access to it, and not us.
We need to ask the big question. Ready or not?
Hopefully they know enough to answer. I would love, what is your purpose? If they were hostile, wouldn't they have shown some hostility by now? Oh, she's like trying to speak their language back to them. Okay. It's like the ultimate ink blot tester. What do you see?
What does it say?
Offer weapon.
They're offering us a weapon.
We don't know if they understand the difference between a weapon and a tool. Our language, like our culture, is messy, and sometimes one can be both.
So how do we clarify their intentions beyond those 2 words?
Well, I go back in. Right away, we go back in and we clear this up.
It's more complicated than that. China and Russia are off the grid. They aren't speaking to anyone.
That's
Whatever
not...
they learned in their last session has them spooked. Put us on radio silence.
No!
We received a message from the We need to be talking
Such a
to
mistake.
each other.
You want to talk to them? Find out what this means.
No confirmation there. No! To straight up just disconnect from everybody is definitely a mistake.
Trust me, okay? We got time. We just got to step on it, all right?
Captain Mark, all escort groups are ordered
No. It's a mistake for a couple of reasons. One, because you're trying to destroy any future relationship with them. Two, I'm not convinced it would have any effect.
You can't go back in. It's dangerous.
Look, we just need 5 minutes. Don't sweat it.
Marks, let him go.
Wait, is that their way of saying, like, let them go? Because who cares if they die? How much time's left on that timer, though? Oh,
What's he doing?
Is he trying to knock down the barrier? Maybe he's trying to warn them, like, look over there! Just look!
Abby wants me to ride on the barrier.
Oh, this is interesting. Oh, what's happening? It's super interesting how they have this, like, alien communication story kind of mixed in with this past story of her and her child. Whoa, what is that? Whoa. Oh, no. The bomb's actually gonna... Oh my gosh. Wow. I think the aliens just saved their lives.
Take it easy. You suffered a concussion. Just lay back.
How is Ian?
Well, same as you. He's okay. We're standing by to evacuate.
Where's Ian?
No.
Whoever came and got him maybe 10 minutes ago. He wouldn't leave until he knew you were okay. Your whole tent is on the clock to figure out whatever it is you were given up there.
It's definitely a lot, whatever it is.
We need to go back in and we need to explain to them that this wasn't our fault.
We can't
have
go
to
back
tell them.
inside.
We have to. As long as they stay, we have to stay.
China is on the offensive. They're positioning their military to blow the alien vessel right out of the sky.
General Shang, chairman of the People's Liberation Army, said the aliens have 24 hours to leave Chinese territory or face destruction.
Okay. And what is your plan for destruction?
Pakistan, Russia, and Sudan are thought to be following China's lead.
Closer.
What's this term here? Mom, what's this term for that thing? Like a technical term, where we make a deal and we both get something out of it.
Compromise.
More sciencey than that.
If you want science, call your father.
Interesting.
You cracked something, didn't you?
What does he
Seems
got?
to be talking about time. Their symbol for time is everywhere.
Time.
So what is this? How much of this is data? How much of it is negative space? So I measured it. 0.0833 recurring.
In English?
1 of 12.
We need to talk to the other sites. We need to help them with what they've gotten from the other heptapods.
In case you don't remember, we're blacked out.
All of the pieces fit together.
And I'm telling you that no one else cares. We pulled this audio off a secure channel in Russia. Someone on the science team there was broadcasting wide.
If anyone is receiving this, please.
Russia just executed one of their own experts to keep their secrets. Even if I did believe you, how in the world are you going to get anybody else to play along and give up their data?
That's a good question.
We offer ours in
I don't
return.
know.
It's a non-zero sum game.
Non-zero
someone has to
sum
make the
game.
first move. Period.
That's it.
Oh.
There's got to be a way to get the message to.
To our allies, maybe, but at this stage, it's too little, too late. What we need...
That's problematic for us right now. The Pentagon's convinced our shell will retaliate.
Oh, jeez. Okay, it's just a one-person elevator. Can she breathe? Ooh. Abbott? Costello? Ooh, weird. Oh, there is a top half, kind of. Very odd. Does she know enough, like, up here to be able to kind of... Abbott is death process. Oh, no. Did Abbott get hurt in the explosion?
We're sorry.
She means it.
I need you to send a message to the other sites.
Luis has weapon. Maybe we could translate it tool or technology. In 3,000 years, what? Hang on, we're taking a journey. They're helping us now, so in 3 millennia we can help them. Crazy, by the way.
I don't understand. Who is this child?
Whoa. Whoa. It's all connected. Well, of course. Luis sees future. Oh my gosh, wait a second. Weapon opens time. Oh jeez, what an info dump.
Are you gonna leave me like Daddy did?
Oh, Hannah, honey, your daddy didn't leave you.
He doesn't look at me the same way anymore.
What? It's gotta be a confusing and heartbreaking experience for a kid.
I told him something that he wasn't ready to hear. I know something that's going to happen. And when I told your daddy, he got really mad. And he said I made the wrong choice.
It's difficult to imagine.
My husband left me. My husband left me.
You were married? It's difficult to imagine, like, knowing all of that before it happens and yet still raising and loving the child. I mean, it's your kid, you know? Like, it's crazy and heartbreaking. And say what you will about this film, it is certainly a unique experience.
Hey,
Hannah.
we're done here. We're taking this with us.
Hang on, I need to see the future for a second. Wow. Look at her in her full class. What a great parallel to the beginning when no one was there.
The weapon is their language, and when you really learn it, you begin to perceive time the way that they do.
That makes so much sense.
It's non-linear.
Look, we did our best, but it wasn't enough.
This is awesome. I mean, Ian's Hannah's dad, right? Yeah, beginning to perceive time differently will change your understanding of memory, beginning and ending. This is wild, yet awesome.
18 months ago, you did something remarkable. You changed my mind.
Wow. You want to tell us how?
Because you reached out to me on my private number.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know your private number.
Now you do. This is amazing. Who are the people who came up with the idea and the concept in this movie? It is so interesting.
There's a sat line here dialing China.
Yep.
It's your phone, sir.
He's like, but I'm not making any calls.
I will never forget what you said.
Yes, good. Tell me.
My wife's dying words.
June.
What are you doing?
Changing someone's mind. Can you buy me 20 seconds?
Dr. Banks, we'll drop the phone now or we shoot.
Dude, he is great.
It's done. I'm done.
Awesome.
We are just hearing. And I'm being
told
we're going to cut
this breaking news.
to tell you breaking now.
Called it.
General Shang, Commander-in-Chief of the People's Liberation Army, has announced in
Wow.
an emergency press conference that China is standing down.
All intelligence they have received will be shared immediately with all the other landing sites.
Woo! Louise Banks is like a worldwide hero. Brilliant. mind-boggling. Do we get to see 3,000 years in the future when they need our help? I'd like to know that story. Are they just gonna disappear now?
This is where your story begins.
Wow.
The day they departed.
Wow.
Despite knowing the journey and where it leads, I embrace it.
I love this.
And I welcome every moment of it.
I love it. I mean, we know it's gonna be Ian, right? Although, yeah, I'm a little disappointed that Ian...
You ready, babe?
...would leave when he's told the future. But I like to think maybe it's a temporary thing, that he'll be back.
If you could see your whole life from start to finish, would you change things?
Maybe I'd
That's a good question.
say what I feel more often. I don't know.
We should always say what we feel more often. I think that's great advice.
You know what surprised me the most? It wasn't meeting them.
Meeting you?
It was meeting you.
Yeah. I mean, just because something is predictable doesn't mean it's bad. I stand by that. I love it.
I forgot how good it felt to be held by you.
Beautiful film. Beautiful film. Very unique movie. You know, the story it had to tell was so much more than just a sci-fi film. And then it was so much more than just meeting aliens. It was such a human story and very, very unique concepts. When the movie started, I thought it was very interesting, just because they immediately introduced the themes of time and memory and her kind of changing her perception of those things. And I thought that, you know, that's interesting. I never could have imagined the unique and tightly woven way they could have presented those ideas. And in this film, they did exactly that. It's a beautiful gift the alien gave us. And I do want to see a film 3,000 years in the future. Or, you know, someone write a book. What's the story there? How do we help them in return? That's insane to me. It's fascinating. It definitely... I'm curious to know, when did you realize that she was seeing the future and not the past? I was kind of curious because she was just the same age. I figured they just made a choice. Like, oh, she's just the same age. And obviously, I didn't realize it until they pretty much spelled it out completely. But just such an interesting... And her concept of beginning and ending definitely changed as we went further into this movie. And I found it absolutely fascinating. I think towards the end, as she was just talking about knowing what's going to happen and how she wouldn't change anything, it just kind of made me think there really is power in embracing the journey of life. Now, you and I don't know what's going to happen, but here's what I do know. Regardless of what happens, we can't change what's going to happen to us. When they're talking about, I wouldn't change, even though she knows she's going into the future, she's going to have this kid, she knows Ian's going to leave, she knows that her child is going to die, but she's like, I wouldn't change any of it. I'm still going to go full throttle into the future. And meanwhile, sometimes we're over here, we try to control all the things we don't know. And I love the freedom she had in just saying, like, you know what? I can't control it. I know what's going to happen. I don't want to change it. I'm just going to keep going. And it's kind of like there's a freedom in our lives when we let go of control. Just smile, just live in the moment, embrace the journey. And that's what I took away from this film, just on a personal level. And that's something I'm trying to do more, is just enjoy life. Have some fun, no matter what I'm doing, no matter where I'm at. Just enjoy the moment, even though obviously not every moment is pleasant, not every moment is positive, not every moment is good, but there's always good to be found in the midst of any season. So, all right, those are my thoughts. Just such an interesting movie. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please let me know your thoughts on this film in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. Just, what was your experience watching this movie? Was it anything like mine? Like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I do want to thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this upcoming. I know we got Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Terminator 2, the Incredible District 9. So yeah, please make sure you subscribe to check those out. And yeah, here's some videos YouTube thinks you might enjoy. So yeah, hit the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.